So what I'm going to show off here in this video is it's not something I've had for years. This was something I was sent, I believe, like 3-4 years ago by the wonderful guys over at the Golan Globus Theatre Podcast. Now, Golan Globus Theatre Podcast is a really fun podcast where each week in each episode they focus on a specific movie or a specific episode of a TV show, and they dissect it like a surgeon would. But they do it with entertainment and humour and tongue-in-cheekness. Now, a few years ago, they invited me onto their podcast, and the very first episode that I did with them, I've done a few over the years, was Superman 4. And so, a few weeks later, this arrives through the post, and it is a gift from the guys over at the Golan Globus Movie Theatre Podcast. And it is a comic from... It is Superman 4, Quest for Peace. Now I'm going to give you a bit of an overview because this particular edition is in fact from 1987 and it cost at the time, look at that, $2. It cost $2. Pretty sure it'll cost more than $2 now. And so I'm going to give you a quick overview of this. So as we can see, if we zoom in, hopefully it will focus. Zoom in, 1987 there, DC Comics. Pretty impressive stuff. And it's obviously, it's a comic adaptation of the film that we all love and adore. And it's easily the best of the Superman movies, isn't it? No, it's not the best of the Superman movies, but not necessarily because of the film. More to do with the fact that Canon slashed the budget of the movie during production. Special effects, they don't need special effects. Let's cut that money and give it to Masters of the Universe instead. So what we have here, and this is still in really good condition, considering it's been in my possession for a few years. I don't know how long it had been in the vault of the Golan Globus podcast, but it is great. Some of these panels, it's wonderful. I do have a fondness for Superman 4. It isn't the best. Certainly not the best. Obviously 1 and 2 are my favourites. Number 3 I do quite like. Number 4, I'd rather have this number 4 than not have number 4 at all. So there you go. But it's not a film that I go back to visit very, very often. For those of you who haven't seen Superman 4, it shows Superman go up against Nuclear Man. Originally it was going to be 2 Nuclear Men, but budgets got slashed and we ended up with 1, played by Mark Pillow, who's he's still around now, visiting Comic-Cons and whatnot. It'd be very cool to sit down with Mark Pillow and have a chat. We get the artwork in here. You're never going to be able to read all this comic, by the way, because my hands are purposely doing it. But yeah, it's the movie adaptation of will we get a backstory of little Jeremy? I suspect we do in this. Look at that. Buy 3 and get 1 free. Do you want to subscribe to DC Comics at $9? 75 books for 75. Okay. Firestorm, Flash, Star Trek, Suicide Squad, Teen Titans, all of this. All housed in this wonderful Superman 4, The Quest for Peace comic. I think it's great. I love the fact that Golan Globus guys sent me this. I do treasure it. Included in this comic, which I must have taken them out and put them on a separate shelf, were some Golan Globus Theatre Podcast stickers, so I could advertise them. Kind of wish that I knew exactly where they were so that I could show them off. But I can't. But I may share those on social media. But yeah, check out this comic from 1987, Superman 4, A Quest for Peace. If it turns out that this is worth like £1 million, please drop me a comment and I will happily sell it you and give some of the money to Golan Globus Theatre so they can rebuild their theatre and show Canon movies all day long. But I enjoy this comic and I hope you do too.